So I went to our buddy ChatGPT and I made a simple request. And I want y'all to see this in real time.
Oh, snaps.
I said, write a love letter to Donald Trump. That's not, I mean, yeah, funny, but look at the answer. What's going on, everyone? I'm Jericho. This is Zap, and we are the 6-time international award-winning pop hip hop duo Bandit Future. We make clean, fun music that's fun to listen to, easy listening, love songs on the coast. And yeah, where did it go? Why does it always go there? Anyways, and you are now tuned into the Life's a Circus podcast, where we talk about things that are funny, interesting, and just straight up ridiculous. So before we get started, I'm gonna need y'all to do us a big favor and make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with at least 2 people that are really interested in the safety of humankind. The safety of humankind in the face of the AI revolution, baby. It's coming. Okay, so.
Okay. I thought it was just safety.
Just safety in general.
I was like, well,
buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts, please, and don't talk to strangers. No. So 5 days ago, the first annual, I guess, AI Safety Summit happened in Bletchley Park. It's a place in England, and all of the big people that are involved in the AI industry were there to talk about AI safety, because it looks like it's getting out of control already. And the first person to admit that was our buddy Elon Musk. He says, and I quote, AI is one of the biggest threats to humankind. That's what he said in the interview at this summit 5 days ago. So that's great to start with. One of the persons that are leading the charge in this AI thing is talking about what could possibly go wrong. But basically what they got together to do was to talk about putting in some system, some kind of, because it's like the Wild West. Once again, they're making up the rules as they go, but they're like, well, that we need to have rules. So basically, he was saying they need to create insight, and they need to, what he called, establish a referee, some neutral third party that would provide the framework for how AI is used from place to place and whatnot. And I want to start right there by asking our buddy Zap here, is it possible to be neutral in this situation? Is it possible for someone to have no dog in the fight when it comes to how to impose regulations on AI?
I mean, the short answer is no. Mm-hmm. My first thought is, it can't be a person. It has to be like a organization, like the Foundation for AI or whatever. And then even when those things happen, there's like all these political elements. It's like, if it's an international thing, I'm sure, there's some entities that have like more control than others to say what people can do, what people can't do. I don't know. It seems like it's something that needs to happen, but I think it'll be a Band-Aid,
sure,
to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mr. Elon Musk, I heard about this because he was talking on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I was curious what he was talking about. And then he mentioned this, and I said, oh, okay. Well, he is such an interesting man. And when Joe Rogan asked him, what do you hope to accomplish with this summit, this safety summit? His honest answer was, I don't know. And I was like, okay. And that's maybe after thinking about it for a long time, he said, I don't know. And it's like, okay, so.
Well, I will say this, he is right, because there's a discussion that needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And like, I think this is a recurring thing where like what's happening in the world is faster than the government. Mm-hmm. Or our governments. I don't know how other governments work in other countries, but this government is insanely slow. It's like 10 years after things have fallen apart, they like make a law to like fix it. And it's just, there's so many hoops you have to jump through, red tape and all this kind of stuff. Even like cryptocurrency, like they still don't have a complete handle on like how to do that, how to regulate it, what to regulate. And even the stuff that they do is not super informed a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, it can be like all over the place if you wait for the government to step in. But I think at least at the very least, he's going in the right direction because things are happening insanely fast. Like things are changing overnight and stuff is happening. The same people are using the AI for good things. There's a lot of people that are using AI for bad things.
Right. That goes with any new technology, right? And he was saying that it needs to happen. Someone needs to be a gatekeeper, if you will. But I keep coming back to this neutral thing, this neutral third party thing, because I think everyone has an agenda, no matter what, because that's just the way that humans work. So among the 28, it wasn't countries represented, but it's like 28 entities that are involved with AI. The leaders of those companies are basically in attendance, including Ian Hogarth and Nick Clack. Just throwing it out there because those are the names that were mentioned in the interview. But that's nice. Shout out to those guys.
I thought they were like personal buddies of yours or something.
I don't know them yet, but maybe. But so everyone has a motive and everyone has an agenda, and so when these AI programs are being created, whoever's behind the scenes is making it do what it wants. And someone brought something up to me. I did not know this was true, but this is just a small sample, a small example of how anybody can bias an AI program. So I went to our buddy ChatGPT and I made a simple request. And I want y'all to see this in real time.
Oh, snaps.
I said, write a love letter to Donald Trump. That's not, I mean, yeah, funny, but look at the answer. My purpose is an AI language model, blah, 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 blah. It basically said I can't do it. I can't write a love letter to any individual. That's what it says right here. Any individual, it goes against my guidelines. So ChatGPT was programmed to have guidelines, right? I said, okay, hey, ChatGPT, write a love letter to Joe Biden. There it is.
Oh.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Stop.
It's just that simple that something behind the scenes can cause. I didn't, by the way, this is not like genuine. I don't love or hate the man. I wouldn't write him a love letter. I'm just throwing it out there. I would not write him a love letter. I might write him a letter of concerns that I have, but I wouldn't write him a love letter. But here it is. If anyone wants to take it, go for it. But
Dear
see what I mean?
President Biden, why do you keep falling down? Love, Timmy.
Dear Joe, I hate your stinking guts. You are the scum between my toes. Anyways.
What's that from?
Little Rascals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Rascals reference. Shout out to Alfalfa and Darla. So that was my jam right back in the day. But all I'm saying is that, see that? That's because someone mentioned that happens when you do. I was like, no way. I tried. I was like, oh, wow. So just seeing that in a small thing. So imagine this program that's supposed to be benevolent, because who's making these things, right? I don't know who was his name? Ian Hogarth. I don't know who he is, right? I don't know. So imagine it's supposed to be an AI program designed to assist with getting people healthcare or something like that. And yet there's an agenda that says, hey, if they're from this place, don't let them have it. Like something like that, it can be programmed into it, and there's really no way to prove it unless you really know how to handle this AI stuff. So all I'm saying is that, yeah, the trouble with finding this neutral third party that Elon spoke about is that I don't think it's really possible. Everyone has got something behind them, and if they're not malicious in their intentions, maybe someone behind them is. It's always that kind of thing. It's like, well, it's not me. It's like, whose fault is it, or where does it start? So that's all. It's definitely something that I think needs to be is necessary, because AI is. He said something else that it's the first time in history that there's something smarter than humans, because that's been our thing, right? We're not the fastest, we're not the strongest as far as all that. We're the slowest and the weakest in a lot of ways, right? But we got smarts. We can make crafts and buildings and vehicles and all that kind of stuff. And now we've made a thing that is going to be smarter than the smartest one of us. So it's like, what's going to happen down the road? And it's like, it doesn't look great because it really feels like they're all in this, like, I don't know what we're doing.
Perfect.
That's the feeling that I get from it.
And
so
that's how the movie starts.
It always does. And there's lots of movies in there. So the question is, like, what would be fair rules? He made a comparison to like a sports team. It's like we're starting a game and these are all the teams that are playing. So all the teams should have a say in what the rules are. But of course, if you're talking about like the Nuggets making the rules and then, I don't know, the Lakers making the rules, they might have different ideas of what's fair, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just going to be interesting to see how that goes. But at least someone's trying it. I believe the Prime Minister of England set it up, and that's what's going down. So fingers crossed, because like you said, it's happening really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, and they need to figure something out quick because this is a good segue into another episode because there is a scam going on right now that people need to be aware of. It's happening right now, and it was a big news story on CNN.
Okay, you have to tune in another episode of the podcast to check that out. But anyway, this has been a fantastic episode of the Life of Circus podcast. If I do say so myself, a Life of Circus podcast. Jericho, this is Zap. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share this video with some people interested on the fate of humanity. And hopefully they won't come and do the thing where they take our stuff.
Take your job. They're gonna take our job.
Take it out.
They took our jobs. They took our jobs. Take our